Wake up, Pittsburgh. Welcome to a new week. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for December 15th. Jason Lando is returning to Pittsburgh as the city's next police chief, pending city council approval. The Squirrel Hill native previously served with the Bureau for 2 decades before taking the top job in Frederick, Maryland. There, he was lauded for reforms such as a mental health-focused crisis response unit and community engagement initiatives. Pittsburgh faces a severe officer shortage, aging equipment, and a financial strain, challenges Lando says he feels, quote, an obligation to help fix. His appointment is incoming Mayor Corey O'Connor's first major public safety decision. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. After a decade of gradual increases, property tax rates in Pittsburgh are now climbing more sharply. Allegheny County's 36% millage hike took effect this year, and Pittsburgh Public Schools may follow with a 4% increase pending a vote on Thursday. The district faces a $6.3 million deficit and has struggled with revenue losses from commercial tax appeals. Meanwhile, City Council is debating a 30% tax hike proposal to address underfunded departments, with public hearings scheduled for Friday. Legal challenges to the state's assessment system also continue. Details on this are at Public Source. In an op-ed for the Pittsburgh Business Times, Jared Bacher, president and CEO of Visit Pittsburgh, reflects on the progress made since launching the city's first 10-year tourism development plan in 2021. Now in its second year, the plan has spurred new investments and initiatives aimed at enhancing visitor experiences and community readiness. Highlights include the creation of a neighborhood tourism readiness index, expanded support for local festivals, and sustainable offerings like a downtown kayak concession. Bacher emphasizes tourism's role as a critical economic driver and invites continued collaboration to ensure long-term inclusive growth across Allegheny County. You can read his opinion piece in the Business Times. In East Hills, what might seem like a routine road project is being celebrated as a milestone in community equity. East Hills Drive, once notorious for its deep potholes and neglect, has finally been repaved after more than 15 years. The road served as the only access point to Petra International Ministries and local housing, yet languished due to jurisdictional confusion and lack of funding. Local leaders cut the ribbon this past week on the $250,000 state-funded project. Bishop Donald Clay called the repair a symbol of long-awaited respect and revitalization for the East Hills community. Read more about this in the New Pittsburgh Courier. And Oscar Singer, a Holocaust survivor who endured multiple Nazi labor and concentration camps, died last Wednesday at age 100. Born in Poland, Singer survived harrowing forced labor with the Auschwitz death camp and a death march before being liberated in 1945. After the war, he rebuilt his life in the U.S., operating a restaurant in Denver and later settling in Pittsburgh with his wife. Singer dedicated his later years to Holocaust education, reminding others to preserve humanity in the face of cruelty. He is survived by children, grandchildren, and of course, great-grandchildren. You can read about his life in the Post-Gazette. If you haven't already, sign up for our free daily newsletter. It's basically this newscast in written form. Go to wakeuppit, that's pit with one T, .transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Pitt. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Pittsburgh.